What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to get this 13th mega token here in Roblox in the game Arsenal as a part of the Hunt Mega Edition. So when you join the game right here, you can see there's the Hunt event. Just click on that one to join this map over here. So we're going to go downstairs. We turn around as soon as we're in there. Make sure you get all 12 tokens before this, otherwise you're not going to be able to do this as usual. I'm pretty sure you guys got that if you're at this point. So we're just going to kind of shoot our way through the basement here. Not really difficult. It's not like we've got difficult enemies or anything. You got a pretty good gun, and we're just going to make our way through. So this guy has a note, doesn't really mean anything. You don't really have to write down that note. It's just sort of a random red herring thing, maybe to try to get people to waste their time a little bit. But anyways, that note doesn't really mean anything. Just follow where we're going over here, and then we're going to go straight ahead. We're going to go through this room. Again, killing more guys as we're going through. Now this mission overall, not really tough or anything. It's just time consuming. It's probably going to take you, 45 minutes to an hour just to get it done. But it's just, going through and playing this little mini game that they've created. So we want to come in this room over here and look up. And then when we look up, we shoot that target, and then it's going to teleport us over to a laboratory where apparently we're not welcome, which is, I don't know, sounds kind of rude to me. Anyways, so what we're going to do here in this next area, we see these valves right here. We've got like the red, green, blue, and yellow, and you see the key up there. So you just want the valves to point to the direction that it looks up in the key. So yeah, green is facing right, red facing left. There's a yellow and a blue. They're not over here. Actually, they're right behind you. So you turn around. There we go. So remember, okay, blue goes right and yellow goes right. So we're going to go and keep interacting with this one until it's facing the right direction. And then again, blue, same thing, has got to be facing right. So we're going to go up to this blue, and I'm going to face this way. So again, some of these things are just randomized, so you guys are probably going to have a different key. So just make sure you're doing what it says up there. And then we're going to go into this laboratory. And in this laboratory, we have a few things that we need to do, and there's a couple different rooms where we can do all the things that we need to do. Janitor's closet in this other room, not really something that we care about. But there's right here the lab. Over here, the STRL solder lab. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't seem like a word. Anyways, this says right here what you got to do, and you can see there's also parts in the background that have different colors for the different parts that you got to get. So you got like a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, and it says first we have to do is go and find all of those parts. Now the colors of the parts that we've got are, in our case, all yellow. So we're going to go over here to the lab, and we're going to find all these pieces, and one at a time we're going to go and put them onto that little table over there. So one at a time we're going to grab it, and we're going to put it over here on the slab thing. Make sure you've got the right color, otherwise it's not going to get placed in the proper place where you're supposed to do it. But yeah, we've got blue, we've got red, and we've got yellow. I don't know, there might be other colors. Just make sure you're looking at those colors. If you're colorblind, I don't know. I guess there's no way you're going to win the $1 million because, yeah, these things are all color-coded. So pick up this last one over here, this third one, and we're going to come and put it on this little lab area. We're going to drop that right there. And then now that we've got all of those on there, we can interact with them to align them. So at this point, now we're going to assemble this thing. So we're going to keep aligning it, then we're going to form it, we're going to put some bolts on it. Going to put this whole thing together. So we're going to put the screw in there, and then put a screw in there, put another screw in there, and another screw in there. Okay, so now we've got that helmet put together. So now that we've got the helmet put together, what we need to do is find like a certain formula that we need to pour into it to make us go, I don't know, crazy and go into another whole virtual world. Anyways, so now we need to go and make a fluid in the chem lab, the transformational fluid. I think, I don't know why it maybe hashtags part of the word. I don't get it. Anyways, we got to go make a fluid. So in order to make the fluid, we need to go to the chem lab. And we're all going to have notes on the wall. Now, your colors are going to be different than mine, so make sure you guys are paying attention to all the different notes. So we've got 4B, purple is before yellow. So these also are in order too. It's A, B, C, D. So they'll have that sort of like that sort of priority going on. So you're going to want to write these down. So you're going to want to write this one down. The purple is before yellow. And then I've got some other ones here in the lab that we're going to take a look at. looking at all my notes, basically, we've got, purple is before yellow. I've got red is first. I've got blue is not last. And I've got green is after blue. So listening to 4A, that tells me that red is first. Okay, so red is my first one. We've got 5 different colors. And then for 4B, I've got purple and then yellow. So red, purple, yellow. And then 4C says blue is not last. And then for D says green is after blue. So that means it's blue and then green. And then if I've got red, purple, yellow, blue, green, that satisfies the conditions. So what I want to do is I want to pour these vials here into this in that specific order. So again, for me, it's red, purple, yellow, blue, green. You're going to have a different order. You need to look at these notes. And basically the first note tells you which one's first. The second note, B, tells you which one's second and third. And then C and D tells you which one's fourth and fifth. So basically D, it's whatever it says like is not last is going to be the fourth one, and then whatever it says is after the one that's not last is going to be the last one. So just pay attention to that. Make sure like you're paying attention to what your colors are, and then we're going to grab that beaker with the mixture that we've made. And now what we need to do is we need to look at the notes. Looks like we need to go into the cold storage, and we have to make it a vibrant pink color. Again, if you do this next step and your potion is not like a vibrant pink color when you're done, then you've probably got the order wrong. Look at your notes and try to go through that one more time so you can see exactly what you're supposed to do that correctly. So now what we're going to do, let's see, Chem Lab, we got the physics lab, and then we've got the cold storage right here. So also you're gonna have a different number right here. It says freezer temp must be set to 5 degrees. So for me, it's 5 degrees. You could have any number, whatever, just increase and decrease this number so that it matches whatever the number is on that note. And then go in here, and then we're gonna place our beaker down there. So we need to go back out of this room, and then we're going to close the cold storage door, go back to it, close it, and then it's gonna take, I don't know, just a couple seconds. We're gonna sit and wait, let the whole thing cool off a little bit, and then it is going to open all by itself here eventually. And if it opens up and you've got that pink color right there, then you've done it correctly and you are good to move on to the next step. Again, if it's not pink, you're gonna have to go back and redo that potion. So now we're gonna pour the potion here inside of this device, and then we're gonna grab this device and we're gonna put it on our heads. So now this is actually the part now that's gonna take a really, really, really long time. Now, again, it's not difficult. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like Paper Mario sort of game. I'm speeding this up at like 10 speed so you guys can just kind of watch through it. But really, it's not easy. You do it, or it's not difficult. You do attacks. I would say talk to every NPC and explore every area, because there are different there's different herbs and potions and revives, and some of the NPCs give things to you. So talk to them. When you guys are in battles, I would say you want to focus on the commander first, if there's a commander, because the command unit is going to get more units to come in. So if you kill one of the other units and a command unit dude is still there, he's going to just call in some more of the other units, and then you kind of back where you started. So I would say command units. If you see any treasure chests, pick those up. Like, explore all of the areas, because there's different units and items or things that you can pick up. These guys, like, so the herbs, I was never able to actually get any of the herbs to work for me. But yeah, basically just getting by on the potions and the revives. And then you've got different characters. At first you got one character, and then you've got 2 characters. And then towards the end, you've got a yellow character that comes and helps you. And the yellow character is even more powerful. So they also have different abilities. Delinquent has one where he can make himself kind of hit harder on the next time. I don't really use his ability. Her ability, though, the Rabble Rouser ability, is pretty useful because she's got the ability to kind of heal some of the other people. So you've got like a healing ability that you've got going on there without actually using one of the potions. So sometimes strategically, it's better to just kind of use that as a move when you know you have another move and it's going to kill the other characters and take care of them for you. So yeah, that's what you do. You just kind of keep going through. You follow the arrows and you make it to the end. And eventually, when you get to the end, you're going to be fighting a tank. And you'll get through that, and after you beat the tank, then you are good to go. You're going to get the badge, and then you can move on to the next one. But I will just kind of let this play out, guys. I'll be back to say goodbye at the end after we defeat the tank. But again, guys, this whole thing probably going to take about 45 minutes just to get through like this part of the game, which is a bit of a pain. But anyways, it's not really difficult, and it's all really easy to figure out how to do it. So, all right, guys, just kind of keep an eye on this, and I will be back here when it's time to say goodbye. All right, so the tank is pretty powerful, but after you beat this tank, guys, you guys are going to get the badge here, the Mega Token, and then we can move on to Mega Token number 14. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.